Now, is it just me, or did the plot for this movie make absolutely no fucking sense? Now, I'm not dumb enough to go see this in theaters. I said I'm gonna go pay like $1.50 in the Red Box and see this shit, and thank God for that, I might add. Now, I will tell you right off the bat that I did not read the book. I do have the book, but I never read it. Divergent, let me tell you about this plot. Post-apocalyptic world, and I guess some big war happened. They don't really explain which war. Let's just say World War III, just for argument's sake. Probably not, but let's just say it, because that's usually the post-apocalyptic shit. It's World War III. So, in order to prevent any more wars to ever happen again, they decide to divide everybody up into 5 factions. Okay, everybody has 5 factions. I'm not going to go over the different 5 factions because I wasn't really paying attention to the name of the factions. They're all like these like weird names that I really don't give a shit. There's 5 factions. You got the intelligent ones, you got the warrior ones, you got the ones that like give charity, and just a bunch of, you got 5 of them, okay? And everybody's divided into 5, and when you get a certain age, you gotta take a test, and you gotta leave your family and become one of these 5 factions. You can choose to stay, blah, blah, blah. I'm boring the hell out of you right now. Right now, I am losing views because I'm boring the hell out of you. Now they create these 5 factions to prevent war, okay? What happens if one faction doesn't like another faction, they go to war with that faction? Did they ever think about that? Okay, that's really how war is. Basically, this country has a feud with this country, so they go to war with this country. No different than one faction not liking another faction, having a war with that faction. Or one race not liking another race, and boom, there's conflict there. So how do they feel dividing everybody up into 5 different factions was the best way to go to prevent future war? That makes absolutely no sense. Plus, the fact that there's some people who's not even in a faction that are just homeless out in the streets because they don't belong to any faction. Because if they chose a faction, they failed, they become homeless for the rest of their fucking lives. Like, that wasn't eventually going to catch up to them. Like, maybe in the future, you know, these homeless people are going to say, you know, we're tired of this shit, we're going to rise up above the factions. This movie makes no fucking sense. We're going to divide you all into 5. Oh, y'all gonna like each other. It's fine, no conflict. And guess what happens at the end of the movie? There's a conflict between the factions. Who would have fucking thought? This movie made absolutely no fucking sense. I didn't hate the movie, but man, it was hard to get past the first hour and a half. I didn't start enjoying it until like the last 30 minutes of the movie, only because I was like, okay, you can see this movie's wrapping up. Let's finish this fucking movie. Really don't have a problem with the cast. It's kind of funny to see, you know, the majority of the cast from The Fault in Our Stars in this movie. I guess this is a prequel to how they got cancer in that movie. No wonder they died in that film because this film is so fucking bad. But, Divergence, what did you guys think? Did you think the fucking plot was badass fucking crazy like I did? Did it make a lick of sense to you? If you read the books, is it better? It has to be better in the movie because it can't be any worse. So leave your comments in the comment box below. Till next time, guys, I'm Storm Zink, and that's my opinion.